All over this world there are people who yearn for stories of how it could be for us and our kind as the centuries turn. All of the wonders we'll see. They read and collect all the books for their own, cast episodes to the TV, catch every movie however it's shown. Thus do their spirits soar free. They are following the future, following their dreams, fables spun of tomorrows to come, with many things yet to be seen. If you would go where these devotees go, there's plenty of room for you there. Soon you could know all the thrills that they know. Imagine it too if you dare. For then you will find you've discovered a place amazing, enchanting and rare, that's filled with the magic of infinite space, breathtaking visions to share. You are following the future, following your dreams, fables spun of tomorrows to come, with many things yet to be seen. Once you have chosen to step through that door, it's there that your heart will now dwell, like so many others who've come there before, including this singer as well. While all of our troubles just vanish away, whenever we're under its spell, the universe beckons, we're leaving today, for Dune or for Pern or for Pell. We are following the future, following our dreams, fables spun of tomorrows to come, with many things yet to be seen. Yes, we're following the future, our dreams, fables spun of tomorrows to come, with many things yet to be seen.
Hello, OVFF. There is no place I'd rather be, but I can't be there, so I recorded a song for you. This is Light at the End. When you're whistling past the graveyard, hear bones singing in the dark. Don't you ever start to wonder if this whole world's jumped the shark. In the valley of the shadow, halfway to Halloween, we've been sold a tale of failure and regression to the mean. It's a dream of angel armies descending from the sky. They will come to end the madness, time for everyone to die. No more foregone Armageddon, no half-buried liberty. No more third act desperation, no descent to sunless sea. That's the way we used to do it, ain't the way it goes today. Put on your ruby slippers, 'cause the future's on the way. Well, we heard that bloods are over, saw the shape of things to come, felt despair on that day after watching Pickens ride the bomb. Now we're walking toward the future, learning how to do no harm, turn our back on hollow nightmares and await our final form. Act in the living present, like that old dead poet said. Don't you follow alt-white rabbits and take the time to feed your head. No more foregone Armageddon, no half-buried liberty. No more third act desperation, no descent to sunless sea. That's the way we used to do it, ain't the way it goes today. Put on your ruby slippers, 'cause the future's on the way. We used to cringe at heat death, genuflect to entropy. But now we know that time's becoming is emergent complexity. We ride Laniakea, tracing faces on the flow, poised between the void and plenum, as above, so below. We watch the light from the beginning, perhaps it is the end, but we're in a tunnel of love, on a journey to transcend. No more foregone Armageddon, no half-buried liberty. No more third act desperation, no descent to sunless sea. That's the way we used to do it, ain't the way it goes today. Put on your ruby slippers, 'cause the future's on the way. That's the way we used to do it, ain't the way it goes today. Put on your ruby slippers, 'cause the future's on the way. Put on your ruby slippers, 'cause the future's on the way.
Would you now learn the mysterious truth that everyone knows and yet nobody tells of that festive occasion beloved of youth, the sandcastle season we all know so well? Then come with me, friends, let's go down to the sea at the ebb of the tide, at the half of the moon. Bring buckets buckets and shovels and afternoon tea. Slip across Shoreline Avenue, climb over the dune, and we'll build sandcastles proud and tall. Cities for fairies to dwell in, and we'll spread our blankets and picnics all, and watch till the tide brings the swell in. For civilizations rise and fall, and fate comes for us, be we large or small. The days dart past while the ages crawl, and the tale is revealed in the telling. When you build on the beach, have you ever imagined diminutive fairies that come there to live? Are they dwelling right now in the castles we've fashioned? Look now and see, if you dare to believe. With their smallness of size comes a briefer duration. The short span of time that we call a day is an age of the world for their civilization, until the tide arises and sweeps it away. And yet think of the sandcastles they must build, that each breaking wave washes over. With what strange brief creatures might they be filled, too small for our eyes to discover? And do they tell stories as dreamers will, of worlds yet smaller or larger still? Do you see at last what the sands reveal? Within every world there's another. Now who here has been to the capital city and stood in the center of Origin Square? Recall to your mind those colossal cathedrals, the spires and towers and palaces there. Our school teachers take us to visit these towers, whose age and whose makers they say are unknown, not daring to name those mysterious powers, much older than ancient and stronger than stone, who built their sandcastles proud and tall, cities for people to dwell in. Are they watching still from the mountain wall? Do they tell the same tale we are telling? For worlds must end, be they large or small, and for men and fairies and titans all. The days dart past while the ages crawl, till the turn of the tide brings the swell in. Our history begins with the works of the Titans, the cities and nations they founded and taught. Yet legends still whispered around fires at night tell of worlds gone before that were drowned and forgot. And this world of the fairies we've built with our hands is more true and more real than a game that we play. Watch as their cities return into sand. You are titans to them. Can you hear when they pray? The end will come, be it swift or slow, and none can preserve what they fashion. When we shape a world, we must let it go. Can we keep the waves from their crashing? Can we save this world for the fairies? No. If the titans still watch us, they never show. But things stand above as they stand below. So remember these words with compassion.
Oh, come and see, we gladly cry. The woods awake, the day alive. The sun was dappled on the vine, and we are roots and branches all entwined. And love grew wild as roses, shouting scarlet summer songs. And we went crowned with leaves of gold and robed with grasses long, to make our vows among the boughs when we were young and strong. Oh, come away from distant lands, the whispering of the river ran, where far beyond the farthest stand I heard the earth call out to ask my hand. And love must go where seeds are sown, so life begins anew. And I alone must take the road as I am meant to do. The leaves will turn and embers burn, still I remember you. You come to me in dreaming time, when tree and flower are pale with rime. The winter silver stars align in forms unknown above my restless mind. But love is true, and ever through the night her watch is kept, with memories of the willows where the wind once wept, until the hour we wake to find that we have only slept. I'll come to thee in splendor rare, when dew is on the maiden hair, when spring at last is born again. Then every knee of every heart will bend, for love that blooms eternal in the rooms of green and shade, the altar of the morning where our wordless song was prayed, all clothed in light as fair and bright as when we first were made. Hello all, I'm Batya Wittenberg, and this is Briarwood Lullaby. Cassandra, poor child, so frightened, so lost, determined to fight us, whatever the cost. They sent you against us, and little they cared how young you still were then, and how unprepared. But hush now, my girl, there's no need to be scared. Cassandra, dear child, so stubborn, so brave, you fight as though there were still something to save. I wish you could see that that's no longer true. You've struggled, you've suffered, but all of that's through. You're safe now, you're ours now, we'll take care of you. Cassandra, sweet child, let go now, let be. This guilt is a prison, forgiveness is free. There's no need for anger, there's no need to fear. Your brothers and sisters are gone, but you're here. And nothing will hurt you, my daughter, my dear. Cassandra, now aren't you tired of this game? It's time to be done with the sorrow and shame. You'll rise alongside us, no need to ask how. Just hold your head high and the whole world will bow. My darling Cassandra, you're a Briarwood now.